Well, there's a lot happening this week, what with the metal and engineering sector lockout continuing, and with NUMSA having a meeting deciding when they're going to traipse off to Latin America and elsewhere to look for roads to socialism, to Cuba, Venezuela, Brazil. I hope not North Korea, but anyhow, that's what they're up to. Also, there's been a lot of comment both to these Labour raps and also to my Inside Labour column. Unfortunately, it does seem to be a matter of shooting at one another from rather fixed positions, one person's rational thought being another's radical rant, if you will. But at least these debates are now in the public domain, and hopefully they will be weighed carefully, considered, and before deciding whether they're worthy, wanting, or worthwhile. I mean, it depends. But what really struck me, and not just because it's Women's Month this month and coming up to Women's Day, was that almost all the comments were by men. And I wondered why, especially now. Is it because of the nature of the internet, or the fact that women feel too intimidated? I just don't think so. Especially with Women's Day being celebrated. It commemorates, after all, the 1956 march of 20,000 women to protest the past laws. But way before then, there was actually a women's charter, which tends to be forgotten. It predates even the Freedom Charter, which the EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighters, and NUMSA and the ANC, of course, continue to make a great deal of. That women's charter was extremely interesting. I'll read just a brief précis of the preamble. It says, "We women do not form a society separate from men. As women, we share the problems and anxieties of our men and join hands with them in the struggle to remove social evils and obstacles to progress. We march forward with our men in struggle for liberation and the defense of working people. As women, there rests upon us also the burden of removing from our society all social differences developed in past times between men and women, which have the effect of keeping our sex in a position of inferiority and subordination." I don't know how you feel, but I actually think that that position of inferiority and subordination still exists today. Although this week we actually had, for the first time in law, the equal pay for work of equal value. It was passed as part of the equality law amendments. Still, the point is, women still find themselves at the bottom of the heap. So this week, in my Inside Labour column, which you can read on this platform, Fin24, tomorrow, and in print on Sunday in the business section of City Press, I want to share some history with you, because we need to know where we came from in order to understand where we are now. That's what I feel anyhow. And in order to perhaps plan a better way to the future. So I'm going to focus on that, and I want to hear comments from you, particularly from you, and especially from women, at editor@fin24.com. That's what I want. I did notice, however, to conclude, that the government, perhaps employing consultants, I do not know how long it took or how much it cost, but have said that we should all wear dooks, wear a dook, to celebrate Women's Day. Well, I, for one, will not be wearing any dook, but I will, however, doff my cap to all those women whose struggle over the years have brought us to the position we're in today. And from this week, that's all from me. Cheers.